Good morning, everybody. Today's topic, something we're going to be talking about this weekend, is a topic that I think is really important. People need to start waking up. People need to realize that they need to get in the gym. Men at least, all men need to get in the gym. It's important. And it's not, and I'm not even coming at this from an ego standpoint. Telling people you need to hit the gym, build your confidence, to feel better about yourself. It's not even all about that. It is about that. It's important. If you want to be successful in life, you need to go to the gym, because if you spend all your life working just to be fat and die in your 40s and 50s, what's the point of working so hard in the first place to be successful? You know? So the gym's important. Everybody needs to do it. Everybody needs to get in there. It's very important for your health, for your mental health, just teaching you certain valuable lessons. That a lot of people, that are afraid of failure, 9 times out of 10, they ain't going to the gym. The gym teaches you that. The gym teaches you that failure is important. Failure is a good thing. Failure is a learning experience. You know, sometimes really the only way to learn is to fail. You don't learn your lessons, without failing. That's why you see all of these people who grow up in successful families, and you see them becoming just pieces of fucking garbage. You want to know why? Because they were never put through anything that actually taught them a lesson. I've hit rock bottom about like 3 times now. And each time that I hit rock bottom, did I hate it at the time? Yeah. Did it suck at the time? A lot. But the one thing I can say is I came out of it a better person. I came out of it with better lessons. And the only way, that really kept me going during those bad times was going to the gym, two, failing at the gym all the time, and understanding, that it's a necessary step. It's a necessary step to growth. And when you go to the gym, when you're actually pushing yourself, to failure all the time, there's that word again, failure, you kind of learn, you know, failure is just a normal part of life, to grow, to progress. Failure is what you need to grow. So that's the first main lesson. Second main lesson, actually, I mean, just for your better overall health. You don't even have to be, a guy that, goes to the gym every single day, 7 days a week, pushing crazy ass weight all the time. It's not necessary. There's no need to be killing yourself in the gym. You don't have to. You can if that's your goal, but at the very least, go in there, do some type of lifting. 2 full body workouts a week. You would be amazed at the progression that you'll make and how much healthier you'll be as a person, and how much better you'll feel. But if you want to go all in, if you started and you realize like, hey man, this shit's kind of good. I kind of like doing this shit. Then you can take it serious. That's the most beautiful part of the gym. You can do the standard stuff, 2 to 3 full body workouts a week, go home, and it's done. Or you can do it, find out that you love it, and then you find out that there's a whole fucking world out there. In terms of the gym. There's bodybuilding, there's powerlifting, there's CrossFit. I never done CrossFit. You ain't gonna convince me to do it. But there's CrossFit out there. There's cycling classes, you know, yoga classes. There are all types of things in there, and you can find out what interests you. It doesn't matter. None of them is better than the other one. The best one out of all of them is the one that fits whatever goal you have. If all you want to do is build your cardiovascular health, cycling's good for you. Running's good for you. Just all types of cardio, activities. Those are good for you. If you want to become stronger, powerlifting. If you want to look better naked, you want to pull in more women. Bodybuilding is there for you. But little piece of advice on that, guys. Women don't like big buff dudes that much. When I gained all my muscle, that was one of my main things. I'm like, man, I'm about to pull in so many bitches. I didn't pull in shit. Only thing I pulled in was other dudes that were lifting. They were the ones giving me the compliments, or gay dudes giving me the compliments. I don't have any problem with gay people, but I'm not gay. I didn't want that attention. I didn't want that attention. But no, and it really teaches you the third thing. The thing that it really teaches you is discipline. Nobody has discipline anymore in the gym. It's gonna make you disciplined, because here's the shitty part. You can go to the gym, give it your all. give it your all. You're training as hard as you can. But if you're not disciplined on your plan and you're not disciplined on your diet, there's a high chance you ain't going to see good results. You will at first. Like if you don't lift like at all and you're just scrawny, you'll see results regardless of what you're doing. As long as you're doing something, you'll see like some type of results. As long as you're not like eating 1,000 calorie surplus every day, you're gonna see some type of progress. But at some point, after you get past the new phase of getting into the gym without being dialed in, you're not going to see any results. And that's what gets people down, and that's what makes people stop going. Is they are afraid. They sit there and they're like, man, doing all this work and I ain't seeing none of the progress. And the main thing is because they're not disciplined. You're not disciplined on your diet. You're not disciplined on your training plan. You're not disciplined on all other aspects of your life. And listen, if you're not locked in on all part of your life, you're not going to be able to lock in like in the gym either. But the one thing I know is I got my routine so dialed in, it don't matter. I never miss. I always eat what I'm supposed to eat. I plan ahead of time. I put my gym clothes on my nightstand, the night before, because I get up and train fasted. I'm not going to sit there and try to claim that that's the best way to do it as long as you're going to the gym. That's ultimately what matters, but that's what works for me. I don't like working out on a full stomach, and I like working out first thing in the morning. Why? Because naturally, I'm a lazy piece of shit. I don't if I go to work, after I get off work, I don't want to be doing nothing. I don't want to work out after work. Some people like doing that. I don't. I'd rather just go to bed earlier or wake up earlier and get to the gym before I go to work. Because of that, I put my clothes on the nightstand. So when I wake up, first thing I do, grab my clothes, throw them on. Because if you do that, I don't have an excuse to miss a gym because my shit's already there. Because some people that want to work out in the morning are going to wake up, they're going to be, man, I got to grab all my clothes. I got to put all that shit together. No, put it together. Don't be a bitch. Then, meal prepping. I cook everything ahead of time. Do I prefer to eat things fresh? Yeah, a lot of meals I make like every single day. I cook every single day, regardless of how I feel. And that's just the big lesson you need. Just regardless of how you feel, you need to get your shit done. But sometimes there's certain things, depending on what my work schedule is, or whatever job I have, sometimes I'm not able to cook. So I pre-cook everything. Does it suck? Yes. Because sometimes, if you pre-cook like chicken breast and you're heating it up, it can be dry as shit. But I found out a hack. You cook that shit in some beef broth in a crock pot, bro, shit does not get dried out anyway. But shit, reheated food sucks, bro. It doesn't taste good. But I have goals. I have a mission. And sometimes you have to make sacrifices, to reach your goals. And that's the other big lesson, that I'm trying to reach. Or not reach, I'm trying to teach you. Sometimes you just got to make some sacrifices, bro. And that doesn't only apply in the gym, it applies in your real life too. Sometimes, man, you got to make sacrifices to get the shit done that you need to get done. It's another lesson, sacrifices. You will learn that, to at least if you want to see progress and you want to grow in the gym, you are going to have to accept the fact and you're going to have to learn that you have to make certain sacrifices to reach your goals. And then you realize, oh shit, giving that shit up, actually, it wasn't even that bad. After the first couple days, I don't need it no more. Now I feel better. I'm hitting my goals. It all comes together to make you feel better about yourself. And men today, the biggest issue y'all have no fucking discipline. You have no drive. You have no goals. All you want to do is sit at home, scroll on your fucking phone all day. Trust me, I was one of them. I'm not trying to be one of these people that look down on people that do it. I did it all the time. But I got rid of that habit because it's a bad habit. And that is the quickest way to destroy your ambition and to never reach whatever goals you have. You need to accept the fact that scrolling on your phone and watching other people live their life instead of living yours is that's what the issue is. Too many people are doing it. Too many people aren't recognizing it. They don't recognize they're spending all day scrolling on their phone, watching everybody else live a better life. Why not be one of those people that are living their best life on social media and make money out of it. That's what you want to do. I'm not that kind of guy. I might be down in the future. I mean, I'm doing videos like this, but I'm not posting like my entire life on there. But for some reason, all of you little, just just little no goal having people. Why did I call you all that? All of you. See, I'm still trying to get better at talking to. I'm still trying to get talking. I'm still trying to get better at talking to the camera. I'm gonna leave in all of those mess ups like that. Because this is something I want to get better at. And I've been rambling the whole video. I don't have a script. I barely had an idea of what I was going to talk about. I'm just doing this shit on the fly because that's something I want to get better at. Is just yapping for an hour straight. If that's what I need to do, which I work in sales, so I kind of am already good at that. But I want to be able to do it to the camera. I could do it to people's faces just fine, but doing it to a camera feels weird. So I'm trying to get better at it. But if you're one of them, people that just scroll on the phone all day, you got to quit it. You got to put that phone down and you got to live your life. Stop trying to fill the empty void of your life by watching people on your phone. Become those people. Live your whole life. The problem with the phone is you see all these people living this life, and it's almost like you're kind of experiencing it. It's like you're experiencing it in the diet form, right? Instead of full sugar soda, you're having diet soda, you know. But your goal should be to actually live it yourself. Because trust me, once you start doing that, life changes for you. Life changes for you, and everything starts coming together. I feel so bad for modern men today. People that are just becoming adults. You guys are cooked if all you're doing is spending your time on the phone, not living your life. And like I said, I can make that comment because I used to be that way, and I'm finally, getting my shit together. I'm seeing my life come together. You know, I'm taking there's certain things. I was going to the gym 6, 7 days a week, was ignoring all these lessons that the gym was teaching me. But on that note, I'm gonna head out of here, guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend.